It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 16 carries, 76 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Stroud off the play fake. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Stroud now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Steelers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley trying to run inside, but nothing there. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 44. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. To the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Thomas will look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. To throw is Thomas. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Stanley. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Thomas. This is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. In motion, the tight end. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stroud. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Stroud out of the gun here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Thomas. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Thomas. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Play action. Stroud now. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And Diggs, the motion man left. Stroud working out of the gun. The left side caught by Diggs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. This one taken in by Stover. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's off the mark, incomplete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Steelers taking over now late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Buying time to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Thomas. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. Oh, and that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Thomas. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. To throw is Thomas. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Thomas will look to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Thomas. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw. Thomas. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. He'll keep it himself. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Stroud now to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud. Got his man, Dell. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings us 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And he rifles one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Thomas.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Thomas now operating from the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 36 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Here's Freiermuth again. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Houston. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the 30 on 2nd down. Thomas going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Stroud to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Houston Texans.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It fights him off. He's across midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. In motion right, one of the tight ends. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Stroud. Under pressure, and they got to him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Stroud working out of the gun. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go. This one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.